Sandra and Sage Babalola on the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. as we invoke the thought-provoking discussion, tackle the tough questions, challenge assumption, and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Morning Express.
Good morning.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. You are still on to Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. We got through trends in the papers a while ago, and now it's time for us to get into Mainland Focus, where we pick a few stories and focus on said stories. But today being Thursday, we have a privilege of allowing you be the one to select the stories that you find most interesting. You have the option of referring back to the stories that we provided to you from the newspapers earlier during trends in the papers, or you can draw our attention to a story that you think is of great significance to you and you want us to also pay attention to it on radio. Those are the privileges that you get to enjoy for Mainland Focus every single Thursday. We are still streaming the program live on our Facebook platform, Mainland 98.3 FM, or facebook.com/Mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Sage Babalola. The Morning Express still continues, and like I said before, we are onto the segment of the Morning Express that is titled Mainland Focus. As is our usual practice here, 𝐴𝐻 will join us for a brief moment to tell us what his focus for the day is, or if he has more than one, and then we open the phone lines. We allow you the opportunity to send your contribution via the Facebook platform, the YouTube platform as well, our WhatsApp, and also via text messages, so that we can get as many contributions as possible. So let's get straight into it. Let's have 𝐴𝐻 join us again and highlight the stories that he feels are of great significance to him this morning. Welcome back, 𝐴𝐻. Good morning again.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Sage.
All right. So, 𝐴𝐻, your focus.
Alright, so I do quickly. The first issue, I think two issues on the issue of accountability and transparency. And so I'm still expecting the government to respond properly to the allegations or the statements raised by Malam M쏘ɪɪľ on subsidy. And basically just give facts as to whether truly all the subsidies back, that's just the fact. So we shouldn't really waste time on whether we're paying subsidy or not. The fact is that subsidy is back, but again, we need some level of accountability to how all of these things are being done, and whether truly we are already running about 8 trillion in just 8 months. Those figures are outstanding, and I expect that the government should come with a well-rounded, well-detailed response to what Malam M쏘ɪɪľ said. Unfortunately, what the Minister of State for Petroleum has said, it's a new statement. It's just a complete waste of time that we're discussing that. So I'll still expect that on the basis of transparency and accountability, the government comes with a proper response to what Malam M쏘ɪɪľ has said. The same thing also goes to Mr. 𝐴𝐻. Again, nobody is bringing in for intervening. Something has to be done. We said it. We called for it. We can't have a free fall of the naira against dollar, and that's why sometimes we have reserves. When you have your foreign reserves, it is for you to come up with these kinds of intervention short term, even though we are calling for a more sustainable solution to our forest crisis. So there is a more long-term solution. We know it's a short-term solution, but again, there's no reason for denying the fact or denying the reality of what is being done at this time. You can't have the CBN selling forest to this and telling them how much to sell and say that's not an intervention. Primarily, it might not be the reason why we have a depletion of the foreign reserve, but it could be secondary or the tertiary reason. But it's one of the reasons why the foreign reserve is being depleted, if you understand what I'm saying. So again, I would urge Mr. 𝐴𝐻, who in recent time has been doing a very different job really, as far as our forest crisis is concerned, to be more transparent and accountable and not deny facts that are open and in the public space. And then, of course, on the issue of Kogi State, very unfortunate, like 3 levels of behavior that we consistently seen as a nation. The first one, the inconsistency from our judiciary, which is so embarrassing and ridiculous, is still one of the issues. During the election, there was this slogan, all eyes on the judiciary. And we are still still have our eyes on them. Unfortunately, they are not better than what they did in the past. And I think what is supposed to be the last step of the common man should now not be a platform for that kind of ridiculous behavior. Again, very, very unfortunate what we saw yesterday in Kogi State. The political class have not done any better. They've always done what they always want to do. What's the big deal? If you have nothing to write as a governor, an allegation of corruption, submit yourself to the authorities. You have the money to get the best lawyers. You can assemble 10, 20 senior leaders of Nigeria to defend himself. And then you now have the security issues too, who came up with their own shenanigans yesterday. So we can't commit talk of constitutional democracy, rule of law, and when we have these kinds of behavior at levels of what is supposed to be key structures of the Nigerian state, so the judiciary, the political class, and as security operatives. Very, very unfortunate. And lastly, let me conclude by saying that again, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should know that there is nothing that threatens unity of Nigeria, more the corruption within the political class. And until that is addressed, we will not have a nation. What we have now is not really a working nation. It's just patched up. And so if there are consequences for that threaten the unity of Nigeria, it should be more about the corruption within the political class, which we must address holistically. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Fuad. We appreciate you for your insight. Enjoy the rest of your morning or evening. I don't know what the time is. Bye.
From the other side of the Atlantic.
even though, baby. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, we are about to open the phone lines now, so very well join us via our Facebook page. You can join us on Facebook. You can also join us via the phone line. So if you rather call in, the number to dial is 0913-6000-410. That is the phone line. For text messages and WhatsApp, you can send a message to 0913-6000-430. For Facebook, it's facebook.com/mainland 98.3 FM. On YouTube, just check mainland 98.3 FM and you can join our live stream. You've heard Fuad's perspective on the stories. He did pick two stories as reported on the front pages of the Punch and Guardian newspaper. You can decide to do that as well, or just draw our attention to a story that you think is just as significant but wasn't covered on the front pages of our dailies. Please be reminded, every caller has 2 minutes for their submission, and as much as you have the privilege or the liberty to talk on any story that you like, I would really implore us to still respect the rules and regulations of engagement on public platforms such as radio as this one. So let's be mindful of our choice of words. Let's prevent any form of name calling, character assassination. Let us try as much as we can to keep our emotions in check so it doesn't slip into our conversation whilst we're analyzing on radio. So 2 minutes for everyone. Pick any story that you like and let's have a conversation. The number again, 0913-6000-410. Let's have our first call for this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Are you hearing me well?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Peter Monson is my name from Shomolu.
Nice to have you, sir.
Now, my story is on the statement of the president that those that are threatening the unity of the country will be dealt with severely or whatever word he used. Now, I want to ask a question. They travel to Dubai, they travel to China, they travel to Qatar, they travel to UAE. Have they ever had any group in those countries agitating for self-determination or trying to break out? Why are they not agitating to break out? Because things are working and people have the sense of belonging. Now, when you hear any group here or any individual agitating for self-determination, the question is not that we will crush them. We will notice, they are calling the attention of the government. Maybe that's the method they are using. So I think the government should listen to them, call them, and find out why are you agitating. So if the action is noble, you sit and discuss and take care of those issues. Now, my God, has already said it. The thing that threatens the unity and security of a country is corruption. Now you are needing a government. There are so many prominent people in your government are being touted by EFCC. Look at what is happening in Kogi State. Look at the case of Ganduje. And look at so many others. Those are the things that threaten the unity of a of the government that destroy the economy of individual Nigerians. You can't buy anything again. My business 3 days no life for me to do work. If I want to say tomorrow now that look, I don't want the government. I want to be on my own. Or I want the military. Will you say you want to deal with me? You find out why I'm saying that. So my long and short of what I'm saying this morning is that the government should not threaten anybody. Find out why they do that and take care of the situation like other countries.
Thank you.
If other countries, those that steal government property, they will receive the severest punishment. Go and ask China how they deal with this of government properties and government money. Thank you, ma'am.
Have a better one. Thank you for calling. Hello. Please turn down the volume on your radio, sir.
Okay.
All right. Please call us back. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning to you, sir.
How are you, Babalola?
Very well, thank you.
My name is Adesina Samuel. I'm calling from Kito.
All right, Mr. Samuel, go ahead. We
We
can barely hear you.
Okay, hello?
Okay. Yes, this is better. Please go ahead.
Yeah, your guest here said that government should respond to what the former governor of Tağᴜ State has the question we have concerning the subsidy. Well, they will not respond to that. Instead of responding to that, the state governor there has considered committee or those people that need to inquire into the activity of the former governor. That is my thought of that. Concerning the issue of this man, former governor of Kogi State, I've said it that where we realize that we have entered one chance. What we have is gas star and four star as politicians. We don't have leaders. We only have four star. You don't read the issue. Why is it that President Tģᴜʟsᴅ is the one that created the party? Why is it that governors are the ones creating parties? When they steal this money, they become uncontrollable, they become past to the extent that nobody can talk to them. That is what the payment is to be. If he has amassed the state money into his pocket, so that is why it's trying to, why, in a same society, why should a sitting governor be shielding the former governor from being arrested? If that's the proper thing to do, are we in an egalitarian society where people have equal rights? I'm afraid we are practicing autocracy, not democracy.
Thank you very much. We are a democratic nation. That's what we are. A democratic nation is what Nigeria is. How we practice democracy, yes, it is questionable, but we are a democratic nation. Thank you very much for your submission. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Welcome.
First of all, I align myself with the President Tinābu, based on his comment that, in terms of anybody trying to threaten the unity of this country body, because we want progressiveness. You understand? So we know what is necessary for Nigeria, especially, the economy of this country. The government is supposed to drive, even if they are working. The lot of things that is good, they are going to deal with the bandits or whatever. We need it for the financial to perform, to start functioning, because we cannot rely on Dangote refinery to the government. We want Nigeria to be stable.
Take it back if that was you. Let's take that opportunity to look at our Facebook platform. Issa Benjamin dropped a message to surrender himself for explanation, like freely in Nigeria, challenged in court. Benjamin of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development Agency, Halima Shehu, should be investigated and punished for currently stealing it or have even stolen. EFCC can congratulate. Thank you very much for a few messages. We got one ability on any Kobo Pong. I don't know how to say this. It is the we have an idea. So we're going to pick 2 individuals on Facebook and give them 500 naira X for your phone number consistency in contributing on in. The phone line wants you.
I look at what they did. Try by ordering the 2 things that we are hearing now. And that's what look at the people you stop this people are going to when you come again, not when we say the governor to make the great life. I love this country we subject today with that we wanted to use production to take corporation or something to invest in the appliance that are not to go into it. All these things put on our thinking cap and do the needful. Now coming to judiciary, all these things we are hearing law. Even if a justice pronounce a judgment and it WNWC of APC said the pronouncement of Kaduna High Court cannot work. How can you say that? If you are saying that, you are telling us that there is no nation again, and we are now in the jungle. All these things we are sitting in Kogi. This administration need our respect. The mere fact that you take the salary of just economy doesn't mean that we should not have justice again. So we should watch what we do. If you want to have a
all right, I think we can go back to Facebook now. Let's take a few affairs. Disaster FM. Why is Yahaya Bello resisting arrest by the EFCC? Also have been read. Basil Chika. Adjournment of Mazi Nnamdi because justice delayed is justice denied. Then on Yahaya Bello and Ganduje's indictment, the law should be allowed to can see even security agencies of the state standing against one another yesterday on the failed arrest of the former governor. Chika Bende from Trade Fair. Thank you very much. More advantage their existence, which does not our duty to give everyone a sense of belonging. Nigeria's unity cannot be overemphasized, and it is a task that must be kept when we do the necessary things. Leo Ozoma from Isolo, thank you very much. James Ogbonna says, Sage, I greet you devotedly on open mic today. My undivided attention is on the PDP NEC meeting today. I want to see a party that will come out stronger. I want to see a party that would eventually silence Wike completely and even Atiku if possible. These two men have done damage to the PDP. I hope to see all the big wigs of the party, whatever happens today, and it will determine PDP's future in 2027. For Kogi Governor Ododo, he did not do anything wrong by shielding his former from James Ogbonna from Oshodi. Aliu Abdurrahman says, good morning Sage and Alhaji Fuad. Until subsidy is restored, I don't see this high price of commodity coming down. Dollar was never our main problem. Ogunshola Abdulhamid says, corruption is the major threat of our unity. For Larry Latif says, good morning mainland FM crew. For me, I believe the EFCC are doing their best, but they can do more. Let me take one more message before I go back to the phone. We have Stephen Derialao who says, good morning Sage. How can someone come on radio and say the president should not threaten those agitating? Do you know how many people have lost their lives, especially on that Saturday because of agitation? Please, people should pay attention to their speech. Thank you very much, Stephen Derialao. We appreciate you. Let's check our platform. Okay, we have one here that says, good morning to all of you in this ahead of Democracy Day celebration. If I may ask, what are we celebrating when we do not have lights to sleep, we have no food to eat, no roads, no good schools? In fact, everything in the country is going in opposite direction. The election is not free and fair. Are we celebrating the looting of our commonwealth by politicians, or are we celebrating and going out there to grab it, snatch it and run away with it? My name is Martins Duro, aka Mayor from Hello House. As long as Atiku continues to control PDP, the party will break into pieces. PDP serving and former governors are taking over PDP from Atiku as a temporary solution. The final solution will come when the 2027 presidential candidate comes from the south. This is from Akpagun Adino on WhatsApp. Okay, thank you. We have one here. Okay, I think this has been sent to us, not in this process 5 to the EFCC. Very unfortunate that a sitting governor will aid and abet in discipline on a suspect. It's very like the EFCC. What legacies are politicians leaving for the masses? Let Mr. Bello, who is of the land, is supreme. Noah from that we are giving out incentive to those who are joining us via our streaming platform, especially on Facebook. We're giving 500 naira airtime to 2 of our listeners via Facebook. We're going to pick 2 random individual. This is just a way to encourage you and appreciate you for your time. So today is for Facebook. Like I said, tomorrow might be the phone lines, next tomorrow might be WhatsApp. All of these things are very, very random, but today, like I said, we're focusing on Facebook, and 2 people would enjoy the benefit of 500 naira airtime each. So join our Facebook streaming platform. Go and drop your submissions on there, drop your contributions, drop your messages. If you're selected selected, your name will be announced and your phone number would be requested for. Back to the phone lines now. 2 minutes for your submission, please, sir. Nice to have you, sir. Please go ahead.
Please let me send my regards to God. You may have gone. Can let me send my regards to him.
I will.
I read the quote of Mr. Williams, SAM, and Mr. Richard Akindide, SAM. If by now, if they are alive, with their surety, if they are alive by now, they will have, both of them will have even sent the case of Wike and PDP to London for interpretation as to whether it is illegal what Wike is doing, taking position in the APC government as Minister of Executive, and at the same time without express approval of the National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Just that he continues to say that he notified the PDP before taking. If you send your notice and your notice was not acknowledged or approved, and no go ahead was able to go ahead and take of that appointment, is that enough to have continued to see that you must not be expelled from the party while we are holding on to appointment, political appointment from a rival political party? So the case is clear. It is even constitutional what he is doing, because there is no single candidacy in our political, in our constitution. Before you can be a candidate, you must belong to a political party. So it is even unconstitutional what he is doing. The judges that are giving the injunction that he should not be expelled, I laugh. If these two people I mentioned to you, late Williams and Richard Akindide are alive, they will be laughing. The thing they will do is to send that to London for interpretation. It happened in the case between Awolowo and Shagari. How Shagari became the president, Awolowo lost. He did it, and that is it. Then second, that is also to say that what Gandhi and Yayatolo are doing in Kaduna and respectively.
Thank you very much for your call. That's actually more than 2 minutes. Please, when you call, try to turn down the volume on your radio. Thank you.
Yeah, hello, good morning. I'm Sage. Good morning to every other presenter there. Solomon, I'm calling from the third language at the moment.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm giving my hand free. So.
Okay. I was about to say safe. Go ahead.
Okay, alright. So quickly, maybe I should. Okay, I have 2 minutes. Let me just go straight to. First and foremost, I mean, as much as we won't encourage on the agitators now, as much as we won't encourage, the breakdown of rule and order in the nation, just like the presenter or the guest in the show yesterday was media politics, the man that came and analyzed the situation. I hope our government officials are listening. I hope those that in position of leaders are listening, that these things are not necessarily to take over power. Maybe the attempt are not necessarily to take over power, but to send a message. And if these messages keep coming, God knows, who knows what might happen, and it will be completely out of the control of government. Maybe they are able to stop this, but I hope they are listening to the agitations now of the people, the sincerity that comes with whatever way they are expressing themselves. Secondly, on the issue with Ayabelo and the police officials and all, I just keep wondering why our police officials happen to be in the news for the wrong reason every time. I wonder why that is happening every now and then. Currently now we have a system where everything seems to be centralized. There is a controlling power, even if there are different parastatals that are conflicting. And we have a situation like this where you have police officials now contradicting themselves or having some form of conflict publicly. What happens when we do state policing, when we implement state policing? That each state will have different kinds of these, police agencies. What will happen?
Thank you.
Those are just my situation this morning. Thank you, and have a great day.
And you too, be safe. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, sis.
Yes, hello, sir.
Good morning, John from Moba.
Welcome.
Yes, when we come on radio to talk and criticize the government, it is not that we hate them. We want a good life for all of us and for the entire Nigeria, honestly. And we criticize when it is necessary, and we praise when it is necessary. We are not praising us. Concerning the issue of agitation, I'm committed to one Nigeria, one indivisible entity. But the president should know that corruption is the problem that we are having and that has made Nigerians to be divided. When you wake up in the morning, you don't know where the next meal is coming from. And you are a Nigerian, you live like a refugee in your country. Then things you are hopeless now about the future, even about the present. So look at what happened yesterday about the next governor could get protected. And it is not only him. We have most of the senators that are having baggages on their neck. They have baggages of corruption that has not been dealt with. And now, what do you expect the people to do? They are hopeless. They don't have hope in the country anymore. So please, the president should make it a point of duty to tackle corruption headlong so that Nigeria will exist. That's just in the long and short term of it. If Nigeria wants to live, they don't want to die dependently. And corruption is the only issue that is confronting us as a people. Whether mechanized family, non-mechanized family, when you have to pay money, they will embezzle it. They will not be able to have their day because they will be cheated by their politicians again. So that's just it. So the president should know this. Please, tackle corruption headlong and everything will fall into places. Good morning.
Good morning. Have a wonderful day. 0913-6000-410. WhatsApp 0913-6000-430. It's also the same number for text messages. So if you'd rather call, you can call the phone line. If you'd rather send a text message or a WhatsApp message, that platform is available for you. You can still go to our Facebook platform where we're streaming the program live at this moment. Facebook.com/mainland 98.3 FM, and drop your submissions in real time. I'll read the messages live on air, and at the end of the show, pick the two people that would benefit from the incentive that we're giving out at the end of the show today. I appreciate all of you who have been sending your messages so far. I'll take two more phone calls. I'll take 3 messages from WhatsApp and then go to Facebook and take some messages as well, so that we're able to at least take contributions all through the available platforms for submission. Please don't forget that you have 2 minutes if you're calling in. I would really like us to stick to the 2 minutes because we would soon be leaving the studio in some 20 minutes or thereabout. Hello, good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Sage Babalola is my name. Good morning.
Okay, Sage Babalola.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Chris. I'm calling from Ikoto.
Welcome.
Now, you cannot agree with me. You cannot confirm with me what the former American president, Barack Obama, said about Nigeria democracy. He said that Nigeria democracy has a very big questionable pedigree. And what we are seeing now is giving credence to that thing that the American president said. How can you now, just because you were a mere governor in this country, so you now become above the law? And generally, when you enter APC, now you are now above the law. No law will now catch up with you. Even if you kill our president, you are above the law. Is it not very unfortunate?
Let's calm down with the illustrations, okay? Nobody's killing anybody. Let's slow down with the illustrations.
Where do we go from there? That's my question. Where do we go from what is happening? You are a former governor. Then nobody be above the law of the land. Very unfortunate. May God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. Hello. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yes, open myself, isn't it?
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is M쏘ɪᴜᴜ.
Yes, welcome. It's been a while.
Yeah, because I've been offline for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while I heard you. Welcome back. Nice to have you.
Thanks so much, Sage.
Yes.
Thanks so much, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, I want to talk about this construction from Lagos to Calabar. Yes, I'm very particular about the transparency the work and housing minister is doing about it. I mean, because number one, the duration of 8 years is quite too long. Why don't you just divide the whole length of road among the construction companies we have in the country? There's so many of them. Data is there, the China construction is there, RCC is there. Divide the length of road and make the duration from 8 years to 2 years. And that's being transparent. Giving it to one construction company, high tech, to construct in 8 years, I mean, no. And again, then let's talk about the issue about this Yahya Bello. What the last caller said. How could you behind it on the current revenue when your unity is off? Yes, but for her sake, if you have nothing to hide, go straight to the FCC and hand over yourself. I'm giving the president in one condition. If in 4 years we don't tackle corruption, I don't know what 2027 will look like for him.
Thank you.
That's the truth, Sage. Thank you so much. Nice hearing your voice.
And nice hearing yours as well. Thank you so much. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir. Please turn down the volume on your radio, please. Hello. All right, welcome.
You cannot beat a child. You cannot beat a child and say you should not cry. There's no way you can beat a child regarding for cry for agitation. You cannot beat a child and ask the child not to cry. That is the truth. Look at what is happening to Yayobele now. And they are above the law, and people who are not above the law are crying that if this continues, let us alone, let's gather ourselves to make something happen to ourselves. You cannot beat a child and say don't cry. It is because of the beating. That is why so many are crying, agitating, free us. That is what I have to say. Good morning.
All right, good morning. Thank you very much for your submission. I'm going back to Facebook right now. Prince Dan Pray says, good morning mainland. My take is on the drama going on in Kogi State. If Bello knows his hands are clean, why is he running? And as for Ododo rescuing Bello from being arrested by the EFCC, it is a show of how corrupted both of them are. Ododo and Bello, they have the same agenda. Dollar, it isn't the major issues we're having or facing currently. Until the price of fuel is reduced, the price of food will continue just as it was before now. Thank you. Prince is my name. All right. Thank you very much, Prince, for your message. John Peter says, good morning. I sincerely believe our great nation, Nigeria, is on the right track towards growth. It may not seem that way now, but it's true. There's so much power in unity. Nigeria must put all efforts together to make it work. Self-determination and separative movement or revolution is not the answer. We need a proper mindset of love and unity in this nation. God bless Nigeria. Christopher F. Young says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. God bless you guys in the studio. Fuel subsidy has been secretly paid, whether evidence or no evidence. We know what we know about the payment on fuel subsidy. For what happened in Kogi State, it's quite shameful to both Kogi State and the Nigerian citizens, including ECOWAS and to democracy at large. Where is the place of the rule of law under democracy? Where is the place of judiciary? Where is the place of political parties in their structures, which these leaders preach to us for 2023? Do these politicians have relatives and all of the things that they're doing that would talk to them? May God bless this country. Thank you very much for your message. I had to edit the last part out. I'm sorry, it's not radio friendly, but thank you very much. We appreciate your enthusiasm. Chijoke Azu on Facebook says, Tinubu's daughter sprayed Naira recently. I'm waiting for the EFCC to arrest her. Why are you disturbing Kubana chief priest? Bobrisky, When Ganduje, Yahaya Bello and many politicians who had stolen us dry were being celebrated, the EFCC needs to sit up. PDP should get it right today. They should sack Wike, ask Atiku to shelf his 2027 presidential ambition, then merge with the Labour Party or the SDP. A message from Chijioke. Alright, that's rather ambitious, but thank you very much, Chijioke. Dr. Michael says, you did not read my message on trends in the papers this morning. I did, actually. Maybe you should have listened, but I did read it. I went back and I read all the messages. Dr. Ijagade, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Good morning, Milan FM. I love your program. I'm listening from Italy. Oh, thank you very much for listening. We appreciate you. Kazim Naira is winning against the dollar. Thank you very much, Kazim. We appreciate you. Anitie Udo, still on Facebook, says, good morning, all mainland FM staff. Babalola, let the EFCC do their job. I'd like to start by appealing to Nigerians that when people of government is still paying subsidy on fuel, is even 8 Naira to a litre of this administration. Your message, Ali, says, Nigeria is a nation that wants different actions and different results. We want people not to dedicate openly, but we want poor folks to Prince Michael Ali, do me a favor. If you can reconstruct your message and resend it, I will be very excited, because I don't want to assume that you're trying to tell me something that you're not, because I don't really understand what you're saying here. But thank you very much. There's a part of your message that says this is the only mega city that wants passengers to pay at toilets of bus terminal. Okay, Prince Michael, thank you, I believe. Victor Jimo Ufot says, good morning to you, Madam Sage and Mr. Fuad. I'm Victor from Shomolu. Do we not have rules of engagement in this country among security agencies? What happened at the resident of Benue State government was a show of shame, and this is not the first time it's happening. They should all put on their thinking cap. I will have to pause for Facebook for a little bit, take WhatsApp messages before I go back to the phone line. I need you all to please bear with me. I'm just doing the best I can to make sure at least I take as many contributions as possible from our different platforms. So for WhatsApp now, I'm reading WhatsApp messages. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. My submission is on the issue of diesel reduction. If Dangote can reduce the price of diesel, why can't he do that across all his products? Because sugar this day is top notch. Cement is a no-go area. Then also, we don't know what they do for dropping off dollars, and it has no positive effect on commodity. They should help Nigerians look into that. My name is Generous from Shomolu. Thank you very much, Generous. We appreciate you for your message. We have here, good morning, Sage. I find it difficult to understand where two separate courts will give two different pronouncements, and this only happens when it involves our politicians. My name is Owen from Lagos. Thank you very much, Owen, for your submission. Let's go back to the phones. What I'm going to do is I'll just wrap up the show with the WhatsApp messages so that we don't completely isolate those who are calling the phone lines. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was the one that was telling you what Richard Attenborough and Williams of President could have done. They will have taken the matter of UK and the PDP to court to London for interpretation. So I suggest that Oᴘᴜ and Parliament should do that if what the Constitution says about the UK is not clear enough. UK has no then to summarize, the price not coming down when the dollar rate is coming down is the FCI rate that is costing it. There is no justification to continue to leave it at 24.something%. It should go down because the fear of the CBN that if they reduce it, that foreign investors will run away with their funds, or people will not invest. It's not there anymore. The foreign investors are already gone. So what we need is to have money in the real sector.
Thank you very much. Please, you've spoken before. Let's allow other people. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Ify, how are you?
I'm fine. I've been listening. Hello, family.
Very well, thank you.
Well, I don't have much to say. I just want to wish PDP and NET in a good outfit today. Today we make Oma PDP as a party. They have to take drastic decisions. They have to take drastic steps to organize that place or that party. And the new order, the young boys that is the Tᴜɪᴜ out of them should order and grab that party from these old orders. We don't want their ideas again. Let them, grab it, arrange themselves for the future. Good morning. I need them with dedication.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Yeah.
I really appreciate some of our callers this morning, and I'm really disappointed in some of our callers too. When people call on radio and criticize the government, I think it should be welcomed. If this country is good, it should be for the good of everybody. That is why we should talk in one voice and tell everybody and tell these people that they are not doing well. You are telling me that they are using foreign reserves to mitigate the dollar and against the naira, and you are celebrating that as a welcome impact. That is why it's not impacting the economy. So we have to just trade the part as it is. Even the dollar is at 1 9, and it's now it is at 1,000, maybe 1,112, and it's not impacting the economy. That should bring a great question on the mind of everybody. What is going on? There are some people that they are not telling us, and people are asking these questions. Dollar is not what is affecting our economy in the first place. The number of subsidy is what is really eating us out. And see that again brought up electricity, all these things, and you have people that are corrupt in the system, and you can't chase them and collect our national cake that is in their hand. No, this is our fault. And people will be celebrating life. No, we have to think in this nation. And I beg to tell everybody, all these areas must go to the south, must go to the north, this is what is dividing us. I tell you, if Kenya can do this nation well, it's fine. Let's bring the Kenya guys to come and rule us. Not about anybody that's really not.
That's not how it works. You know that. Thank you very much for your call. Thank you. Let's not make these assumptions or make these statements on radio, right? Thank you very much. We appreciate you for your contribution. 0913 6000 410. Hello, you're live. All right, call us back, or if you can, hopefully. Hello.
Good morning to you again, Engineer Nii is here.
Engineer Nii,
I want to correct one notion. Before I think that we still deal with Atiku, I don't have any part of law that has ever make any pronouncement against Atiku. It's because of the split between him and B쏘ʟᴜ. And the builder of PDP, right from the onset, leader of PPM, that was handed over to him from Yar'Adua's time, and people invited B쏘ʟᴜ to come and become the president. So he has anybody that has anything to do against this should go to court. We are in Nigeria. So he's there to build the PDP. And he believes you are not because of it, because the people that are making the pronouncement is part of machine. And he's the only person that we expose and use his money to expose corruption. And we have from America to Nigeria now that made some of the people that are ruling us today not to be fit to rule us. It's not because of technicality that was pronounced as the law court recently. And you cannot hold water. Let them know something about that. Concerning Tğᴜʟsᴅ, what he's saying is not sacrosanct. It's not true. Because
thank you.
We are controlling the exchange rate now. Let them work at how we can be productive in Nigeria to have a balance of payment.
Thank you.
What we are.
Thank you very much. Please, if you've called before, you have just 1 minute. If you're calling for the first time, then you can enjoy the full 2 minutes. All right. And I don't even think we should be calling multiple times. If you've called before and you have extra thoughts, you can just send it via messages so that other people can speak as well, please. All right. Good morning to you. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Church.
Yes, morning. All right, welcome.
Regarding the CBN, I think we need to look at these things holistically. The CBN governor has spoken, and I I know we did only 500 million for Eurobond. We did 900 million for debt. We did clearing of backlog, probably another 7. I know we paid $1 billion for ammunition and a whole lot of things. It's probably going to something close to probably about 12 billion. So if you take the on and off the net figures of it, you can see how probably about 2 billion that has been depleted from our reserves. It's still welcomed. I don't know why people are so hell bent on saying that the money were used to defend the naira or not. Clearly, majority of what payments have been made are debt related. Mind you, we run a managed flow, no doubt, and I want to believe that some part of that money would have been used to defend the naira. But now making statements and telling him that majority of that money was used to defend the naira is not true. It's very, very, very untrue. As regards Yaya Bello, I don't know why Yaya Bello is running from the law. I truly don't know. Because in time past, a lot of past governors have been called to give account of what they did while they were in power. Some dipped their hand in the queue, some did not, some were accused of it. You were allowed to go to the court to defend yourself. And the way Nigeria is, we've seen a lot of things happen along the court. Some have been discharged and acquitted, some have been jailed, some have been even given amnesty. So it depends on whichever one, but you can't run away from the law forever. The Yaya Bello is a lion. I don't understand why he's behaving like a cat at this time. He needs to man up and face this thing and go to the court to clear his name. Thank you, Sage.
All right.
And have a good day.
Have a better one. Thank you very much. I'll take one last phone call. Actually, we cannot because we have less than 3 minutes. And like I said, I'll spend those 3 minutes taking messages so that I can also announce those who have been selected. We have a message here on WhatsApp. It says, "Good morning to you, Madam Sage and Mr. Fuad. I am Victor from Shomolu. We do not have rules of..." Okay, I think I read this on Facebook. Thank you. We have here, "Good morning, crew. My name is Lekon from Lagos. I want to give tribute and regards to the late veteran journalist Rotimi Sankore, a brilliant, selfless, focus-driven data analyst, human rights activist, saying it as it is and not being hypocritical with the truth, saying true to power and not painting black as white, unlike what we have today with certain journalists. They do eye service, etc., etc. I want to ask Nigerian journalists of today, what would you be remembered for?" All right, thank you very much for your tribute. We appreciate you. We have another message here. Kadosu says, "CBN is not using foreign reserve to defend the naira. Well said. The only thing you do not tell us is where the money is coming from. Are you using your personal money to defend the naira? Let's be transparent for once." Okangwelina from Mafoluku. All right, thank you very much, Okangwelina, for your message. Another one here reads, "Good morning, Mainland FM. Production and production. We have closed border for more than 2 years, yet companies are closing up. Unemployment on the increase, food prices increasing, starvation is looming. Let the government open the borders. Trade will increase and foreign investment will be encouraged, and that way we would reduce the monopoly of local producers that are selling local rice for 70,000 naira. My name is Orji from Ijesha. Orji, thank you very much. We have here, top of the morning to you, Sage and Fuad. Really, the magnitude of corruption as well as the institutionalized impunity characterizing the Nigerian politics among the political class is unimagination if there is a good, formidable institution as well as good governance. The present Nigerian system is never conditioned to make Nigeria great, but to keep enriching the political few and impoverishing the poor. This must not continue. Thank you, Sage. Leke from Alimosho. Thank you very much, Leke. Also, Leke, it's been a while I heard from you. It's nice to have all of you, come back today. It's really, really nice. How have you been? We have good morning to all the crew members in the house. On today's PDP and his group must be shown by Igboke from Ikeja. All right, thank you very much, Victor Aloy, for your message. We have another one here. It says, "Hi, pretty baby." Okay. Hi. I do not like the way EFCC embarrassed the former Kogi governor. Mr. Yahaya Bello yesterday it would have been better for them to send him an invitation letter. Then if he refuses to show up, you can report him to the president because they are of the same party members. So laying siege on his resident yesterday is absurd and it's not too good. And lastly, Sage, please ask those people who want Yoruba nation, who did they consult rather among the Yoruba people before they embarked on their move of agitating, which cannot be real or even actualized. Their agitation is fake because their leaders had denied them. So why embark on that dream that can't even be actualized? Babalola, you're a Yoruba lady. Sorry, were you consulted? Alabalakwe from Sabo Inivaljo. Thank you very much, Alabalakwe, for your message. I appreciate you. Well, we're out of time, and for the airtime, I actually might have to pick more than 2 people because there's a lot of people that sent messages, and also I'll just pick 3 people. So Ebilade Ambo, please send us a message to 0913 6000-430. Send us your phone number to that particular number via text. Also, Christopher F. Young, send me your phone number to either you send us a DM on Facebook or you send us a text message to 0913 6000-430. And also Aliu Abdurrahim on Facebook. I hope you're listening to me. Send a message. So Ebilade Ambo, Aliu Abdurrahim, and Christopher F. Young, all 3 of you should send your phone numbers to 0913 6000-430. Identify yourself and you would have your airtime sent to you. Of course, we'll have to get your service provider. So thank every single one of you. I had to pick 3 people. Tomorrow might be different. Friday or Monday might be different. You never can tell what platform will pick our winners from, but it's been such a pleasure talking to you this morning on radio. Let's take commercials, and at 10 a.m. it will be time for Creative Nigeria. The Morning Express continues, of course. At 11:30 we would have the news headline, and at 12 noon we would have the full bulletin. My name is Sage Babalola. It's a pleasure. Please stick around. We have more shows for your listening pleasures here on the Sound of Lagos, Mainland 98.3 FM.
And now,
Alright, for the 6th.
Who takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with non-sizzling cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian